everyone, I'm Bob McCranie and welcome back to This Month in Realty. Today I am honored to have back Heather Witte. Now Heather is with the Witte Group, EXP Realty. She serves the Austin and Georgetown areas of Texas. So Heather, tell us about the market in Austin and Georgetown right now.
Well, Bob, surprisingly enough, we are having an amazing market still. The pandemic has not really hurt us much. And as per usual, I am ready to show you a little market report that I put together.
Oh, look at you.
That's just how I roll. So I'm going to be covering Travis and Williamson counties. That's pretty much where I work. However, the Austin MSA includes 5 different counties. So we'll also see a little bit of information from there. So year-over-year comparison for the Austin MSA, which again covers Travis, Williamson, Bastrop, Caldwell, and Burnett counties, we are still seeing things going strong. We have residential home sales up. This is year-over-year, 21.5%, and I apologize, that should be August. 21.5% increase year-over-year. Across the 5-county MSA, again, August, I should have changed that. Residential home median price also increased by a full 10.7%.
Wow.
I mean, that's amazing. So we're up to $353 for a median price. Dollar volume rose by, get this number, 36.7% year over year. I mean, that's bananas. That's crazy. That is absolutely, oh my gosh. Housing inventory is still declining. Year over year, it declined a full month to 1.7 months of inventory. And if y'all remember, kind of an average kind of level market is around anywhere from 5-6 months of inventory. So anything below that is a seller's market. Anything above that is considered a buyer's market. Clearly at 1.7 months of inventory, we are in a strong seller's market. If you're looking to sell your home, if anyone's looking to sell your home, now's the time to do it, right? We also have number of actives versus solds. We are still seeing the number of active listings going way down, okay? So again, green here is the actives. Look at this from last year. Whew. There's hardly any inventory out there. Number of sold listings went up a little bit. Some of the holdback on the number of solds just skyrocketing is the fact that we have no inventory to sell, right? So if more people would put their homes on the market, we'd have more solds too.
That makes perfect sense.
Yes, if you don't have anything to sell, it's kind of hard to sell it. Number of new listings versus the average days to sell. Again, we're seeing both of those numbers decrease. Number of new listings hitting the market, again, is lower this year than last year. That's affecting our inventory, keeping inventory down, making home prices rise. Number of average days to sell coming down again, so houses are hitting the market. Again, they still have to be well priced. And that's kind of a crazy thing in a really strong market, but still, you go crazy on your price and people are going to go, no, they're unrealistic. I'm not even going to check it out. And also, you have to market it. The property has to be marketed. People are sitting at home. They're not just running around looking at properties right now. So you've got to have amazing marketing, which is something I excel in, so that your properties get sold quickly, okay? So that's still very important. I think even more important today than it was before. Don't you think, Bob?
I do. Incredible. You have to have internet marketing and quality internet marketing.
Yes, exactly. No toilet seats up in your photos, folks. Do not do it. Here, this is what still, again, I showed this last month and it still surprises me. We are having expired listings still. Now, they're almost equal to where they were last year. So they were at like 33.58 last year. They're at 32.22. So they're kind of breaking even, which to me, with as strong of a seller's market as we're having, it just shocks me that we're seeing people's homes not selling. So something is not being done correctly. I haven't had a home sit on the market in more than 3 days. Through the pandemic, every listing I've had has sold in like 3 days. It's been crazy. So, but again, we do a lot of upfront marketing to make sure that stays the same. We don't want it sitting on the market a long time. We don't want a ton of people through our clients' homes during this pandemic as well. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're seeing right now.
That's great. Thank you for showing up so prepared.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's always intriguing to see your graphs. Okay.
Graphs are my thing. I was a molecular biologist. I like numbers. I like graphs. Those make me happy.
you you are a molecular biologist. Nobody can take the knowledge away from you.
I still read all the data, and believe it or not, I kind of geek out on the whole pandemic and what's going on in the research and the numbers.
So let's get back to one thing that kind of is interesting to me. People have been concerned about a flood of housing inventory hitting the market due to the high number of homeowners who have opted in for forbearance and possible foreclosures coming in 2021. Is that something you're seeing in the Austin area?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I actually am getting a lot of that question lately. And so, of course, I have some data on that for us to share. So according to Black Knight's McDash Flash Forbearance Tracker, we are actually not seeing a ton of forbearance happening here. We're not seeing, especially in Austin, but across the country, for as high as forbearance went, people were thinking it was going to go up to 30% of homeowners or mortgages were going to be in forbearance. That's not it. I think it capped out, and don't quote me on this number, it was somewhere like 8.7% total. And so much, much lower than they initially expected. And the actual number of homes, percentage of homes in forbearance has fallen to 7.4%. Wow. When you look at actual numbers that are in active forbearance, they dropped another 71,000, pushing that total number under 4 million since early May. So, again, every market is very different. Some markets might see more of homes in forbearance than in markets. The idea of us seeing a ton or a flood, if you will, of homes that are bank-owned homes or foreclosures, I just don't see that happen, and I haven't seen any data that suggests that we should expect that as well. And the reason being is, and I've mentioned this before, we are not in a 2008 crisis market, housing market.
Right.
People nowadays have a lot of equity in their homes, so it wouldn't make any sense to go ahead and let the bank take the home from you. It makes more sense to go ahead and try to sell the home, especially since we're in such a strong seller's market. Bob, there's also many things that people can do to get themselves back on the right track. And I caution people to just, if they're just going to throw up their hands, call me. I'll put you in touch with a great lender. We're going to look at all your different options and see if there's something else that can be done to, one, save your home and get you back on track. So no reason to call it quits. I know it's a stressful time right now, but please don't just call it quits. Give me a call.
Okay. So are you seeing a change in what people are looking for in a home since the pandemic started? And if so, what are some of those changes?
Yeah, we're seeing some great changes actually. And here's some of the things that we're seeing. And it shouldn't be any surprise to anybody. People are spending a whole lot of time at home now. So home used to be a place where you'd go to after you went to the gym, you were at work, you went to school, you went on vacation, and then you came home, right? Well, now everyone's doing all of those things from home. And so what a lot of people are looking for now is they're looking for that home office space. So many people are having to work out from home. They want a home gym. Everyone I know who has kids has their kids in a virtual classroom right now. And so, and a lot of them plan to keep it that way. They're just going to go homeschool from here on in. And so they want a room separate for a virtual classroom for their children. And then, of course, I think a lot of people are missing that entertaining space. So they're looking for more outdoor space. So I'm seeing a lot of people leaving like the Austin metro area and moving the outskirts to larger land areas like in Round Rock, Leander, Liberty Hill, Georgetown, Hutto, Pflugerville. They're just looking for some more space where they can enjoy the outdoors with their family instead of having, to listen to their neighbors on their patio right next door. And so these are just some of the things that we're seeing a big change in. And so again, if you've got something that's changed in your world and this kind of stuff is more important to you, or where you currently live doesn't quite work anymore, let me know. I'm happy to kind of go over what's available and what might be a good alternative for you and your family.
Excellent. So Heather, how would somebody reach you?
Yes, well, they can reach me at 512-994-4663. You can also go on here to the this website and get a whole lot of information on home buying and home selling tips and tricks. Or you can just reach me on Facebook and give me an instant message, private message, if that's your favorite way to communicate.
And I love the dogs.
These are my pups. These are just 4 of my 5 babies.
Oh, that is so cute. Okay, everyone, thank you for being here. This has been This Month in Realty. Again, Heather, thank you for being here. Tune in each month to hear more from Heather and other real estate experts around the United States and Canada. Have a great day.
Thanks, Bob.